Hi folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classic Cars, and today's modern classic is a Ford Fiesta. It's an extremely early version of the Mark III. Actually came out on this model year, 1989, and it's the range topping 1.4 Ghia model. I've just double checked the mileage, but I think the mileage is very reasonable at just, I think it's 76. That's right, 76,965. Now it's a lovely colour blue. It's actually called Matisse blue. It's very much a Ghia colour. The Ghia model always had an enhanced appearance due to additional body mouldings, a sunroof, superior trim, including a nice soft velour seating. You have these sort of grey under panels that contrast really well. These wheel trims are unique to the Ghia model, and quite a handful of features actually, and we'll run through a few more of those when we're inside the car. It's more obvious from the inside than the outside what makes a Ghia a Ghia. But at just at 76,000 miles, and the only chose a total of 3 keepers of this car. It was a mother and daughter were the very long-term keepers of the car. The gentleman the car came from was a much shorter term keeper before it was traded into us, and it actually gives this car a bit of history. There's a huge wodge of paperwork that comes with the car, and it does go into some detail about all the previous servicing that was done. It's been serviced extensively over the years. It's got a little tow bar on. Now that was fitted just to take a small trailer. It's a handy little feature. You're not going to tow much with a Fiesta, so this car will not be appealing to caravan owners, but it will be appealing to people who want an easy to live with little Fiesta that's likely to hold its value strongly. In fact, with all Fords from this era, 1980s Fords are very much in vogue at the moment, and slowly but surely their prices have been rising over the years. The car is really honest. We haven't had to do any tricks of the trade to make it look any better, but the sort of things we look out for in a car, obviously we're very interested in good maintenance. This has got a set of excellent Michelin Energy tyres all round. It's always a good sign to see people fitting quality tyres. Little things like the supplying dealer number plates are still on the car, and I think I'm right in saying that actually on the back it still has the sticker for when the car was supplied from this dealer, which is John R. Ford and Son. It's quite a good name for a Ford dealer, John R. Ford. And the same number plate on the back, and it looks as if perhaps this car may have been to France with a GB plate. But the 1.4 Ghia, being a 1400, it does get down the road quite well. I must say it's pretty lively, these engines. It's quite a modern engine, 5-speed gearbox. And even having a 5-speed gearbox was quite a thing in 1989. And you can see just how nice the interior is. The lovely seats in excellent condition. They're a very dark bluey grey, so it goes very well with the Matisse blue. And you can see those seats, door cards in excellent condition. Well, we're inside now. You can see there's no there's no window winder. That's because they were electric windows. And also in the middle there, that's an electric release for the bonnet, for the boot lid. You have a rev counter in these cars. There's a little joystick for the speakers. Now I'm not sure if it actually works because it's got a modern Kenwood hi-fi, which has got a what looks like a USB port there, so you can probably plug in an MP3, play CDs, and of course the radio. And you may see the 76,000 miles there. Really good plastics, a nice contrasting dashboard colour, and you can see along the door cards here it's still got this original dealer mats, excellent headlining and a working sunroof. This is an original one, as you can see here. a very nice headlining, all in rather nice condition inside. Now I'm going to walk around the car's bodywork, and we're going to start with this near side wing. That's all in excellent condition, as is this front panel. Obviously a couple of stone chips here and there as you get up close, but remember 1989, it's getting on a bit, this car, but in remarkably good order for its age, I must say. I think I've discussed those twice. This front wing appears to be in excellent condition, and here is the driver's door. Now I've got a little mark here that's probably caused from somebody getting too close in the supermarket car park. This rear passenger door on the offside is in good condition as well. A little mark here on the wheel arch, a little bubble here, but nothing too drastic. Nothing that really warrants rushing out and getting any paintwork done. The plastic front and rear bumper are in really good condition, and there's one or two minor marks here on the tailgate. Something here that looks like it's been touched up, but I'm getting in very closely. Maybe a very minor little ripple here, but again I am now getting in really close. Now underneath the petrol flap there's a little bit of metal which I think has been caused by a bit of a little fuel that's been coming out of that fuel cap. The tiniest of small bubbles just on the rear arch, really small. The passenger side wing has got a very small indent here, which is due to a parking knock. The driver's side, the near side front door, tiny little chip here of paint. Again, I'm getting in very fussy, and we're back to that front wing. So I've mentioned a few tiny little imperfections with the bodywork, but they are small, and the roof is in very good order. Now, these cars are ever popular because they fit in small garages very easily. They are very reliable. You will not be having issues with herds of warning lights and needing to plug the ECU in every 5 minutes, because to my knowledge I don't even think there is an ECU in this model. And as per before, the Ghia interior is a nice place to be. The nicer seating material, and the 5-speed gearbox and those low miles. It is a 4-seater, 5-seater if someone's small in the middle, perhaps a child with a lap belt. And there's the seat belts, rear parcel shelf, all in good order. So folks, this is a Ford Fiesta from 1989, just 76,000 miles, predominantly owned by a mum and daughter over the years, but it has come into us in this lovely condition. It drives exceptionally well. Now at the moment the MOT is only showing current into August 2023, so that means we will be putting a year's MOT for the lucky new owner. We do offer a part exchange service. That's how we got this car, and we also offer a full UK delivery, so we can look at a part exchange in your modern, classic or light commercial vehicle. All the cars we sell come with a year's MOT, and they come with a thorough inspection through our own workshops. We do repair and service classic cars in our busy workshop here in Hampshire. I think you'll find that the Mark 3 Fiesta will probably be the next Fiesta to be shooting up in price. The Mark 1s and the Mark 2s are pretty restricted now because of the dwindling numbers and the high prices. So if you can buy a well-specced, well-looked after Mark 3, they just happen to be a great car to drive. And as I mentioned earlier, with the 1.4 engine, you will certainly be keeping up with the flow of traffic. You can drive this car up and down the motorway system of Bretton with ease, and I think you'll find that you'll get the thumbs up from the Ford gang, because they were always a well-loved car, the Fiesta. In fact, it was one of Britain's best-selling cars, in fact, if not the best-selling car for a few years. And it's easy to see why, because they were easy to drive, easy to own, a low cost of ownership, parts and experience, very accessible. And personally, I think in this Matisse metallic colour, the car does look extra special. Well folks, I hope you've enjoyed my walk around video showing you this lovely Ford Fiesta from 1989. She's in stock now. You're welcome to come and have a look, have a drive, see how you get on. And we also offer, as I say, a full UK transportation service where we can deliver this car. We can even take away your part exchange if you have one. Well folks, it's Danny at Bradley James Classics signing out. Thank you for watching.